Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are new here. My name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family, hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload videos, which is typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also, I know it's early in the video, but when and if you feel so obliged, a big thumbs up would be appreciated. Okay, guys, let's get going. So today, this video is not my own idea. I can't take credit for it, but I also can't give any credit for it because I literally forget who did this first. So if anybody is watching my channel and either remembers it or it was you, I don't know if this person follows, subscribes to my channel or sees my videos or whatever. If it was you, and I can't remember, I can't remember who it was at all. So I saw this video quite a while ago and I just jotted it down in my notes of ideas and things to talk about with you guys. And I forgot I don't know when I saw this. I feel like it was like at night. And it was one of those things where I keep a little book next to my bed for ideas or whatever when they come up. And I feel like I wrote it down really quickly and I forgot to do I forget whose channel it was. I have no idea. So I'm so sorry. But like I said, I can't take credit for it. It was somebody else's idea, but I thought it was such a good one. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So I have finally, it's been a little bit of a while. It's been a little while, but I have finally put together my list and yeah, I'm ready to discuss. Okay. First of all, what I'm wearing today, I will link what I can below. I don't know if it's YouTube that doesn't push the videos out or if it is just you guys are not interested, but I will no longer talk about my Tony Alamo obsession on YouTube. I understand it's a very polarizing topic. I understand, that there are differences on opinion on if we should wear it or if we should not. I understand that, and I respect everybody's decision on that. I do love them. My collection has grown a little bit since we spoke last. I have a few more jackets and I was like, do I even show it to you guys? And I don't know. So you let me know in the, let me know in the comments. Are you just you don't want to hear about it, out of sight, out of mind? Let's not discuss it. It is it's not a good topic to discuss. Or do you want to know about it? I might just post it on my Instagram, honestly, because it's not I feel like it's too touchy. I feel like pictures on Instagram in how I'm going to wear it or whatever is really maybe the better way to go. So this is the last time I mention it, guys, but I am wearing my New York new Tony Alamo jean jacket. I soaked this thing. It was filthy when I showed it to you guys, filthy. And actually, I'm really annoyed about it, but I'm working on trying to figure it out with the seller because I could have gotten one that was in better condition for the same price, whatever. I still love it, but we will have whatever. But like I said, I soaked this thing. You can apparently, there's different tags in different jackets. None of them kind of are, I don't know. I don't know why. Different tags, different companies maybe, but all Alamo company. I don't know. It's very, very weird. Some have certain buttons, some don't have any. I guess I'm sure that there's stories and lore and all this stuff behind those little things that don't line up with the products themselves, because obviously he was on the run for half the time he was designing these jackets and whatever. So I'm not really sure. And then I read a comment somewhere that somebody asked about the bankruptcy buttons. And apparently I have bankruptcy buttons on this because it does not have the branded buttons. So I have no idea what this is. It's definitely a bigger rabbit hole to fall down, and I will do that research. But Apparently, according to this tag on this jacket, I couldn't wash it or dry clean it. So I've literally soaked it multiple times. The water was coming out like yellow. So whoever owned this, probably for 40 something, like 40 years almost, I'm pretty sure was a heavy, heavy, heavy smoker, because the jacket, even after multiple washes, still smelled like cigarette smoke. So I'm at the point where I think I have gotten it clean. I hope so, because I love it and I'm wearing it, but it took quite a while to get it like ready for wear. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm wearing. I don't know if I should even link any below. Maybe I should not. Maybe I won't. Okay. Next thing is this beautiful necklace. None of this is sponsored, but this is I think it's called Kadana. I always get questions when I wear this, so I just wanted to let you guys know. It will be linked below. They have some really cute, I think it's supposed to be like a Bulgari necklace, like inspired from like a vintage Bulgari design or whatever. I have it in 2 colors, the blue and a red, and it comes in many more colors. And okay, Carol wants to say hi. Come on, baby. Let's get her. Come on. You want to say hello? You want to say hi to everybody? All right. All right, big girl. All right. Say hi. Look. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Okay. Hi, baby. I know. I love you too. I love you too. Whew. Okay, so she's a lot of weight now. She's a chunky girl. I don't know. We got to work on that. All right, guys. So all of that being said, let's discuss. Oh, and then last but not least, I mean, everything else is what I typically wear, but these earrings are linked below. I do have a coupon code for them. It is from Miss Blue. Which is a Miss Blue Jewelry, which is an incredible brand. They do beautiful moissanite jewelry. I have a coupon code below. Everything is in the description box if you are interested. Okay, now let's talk about the topic of the day. So like I said, it was not my topic, but I thought it was such a brilliant idea. So the idea behind it is basically, do we love the item or are we just chronically online? And these were, I think, pretty much the exact words that she said. So I'm trying to do that so that if somebody knows who it was, please let me know. So do we love it or are we just chronically online? And I put together a few things and I am going to tell you my thoughts on it. I don't remember the items that she actually chose to talk about, but whatever. These are the items that I thought like, okay, do I actually like these items? Because a lot of these items are things that I guess, like I've either changed, like didn't like at first and then started to like, and I just wanted to like dive a little bit deeper and say, okay, like, do I actually like them? Or is it just because I keep seeing it over and over and over again and it's like pounded into my head and now I've decided that I love them, right? Okay, so let's go through it. First one is tooth gems. Like I said, it's not all bags. It's not all fashion. It's just like trends in general. Okay. So tooth gems. I want to say the first time I ever saw this, when I was growing up or like when I was in high school and stuff, it was like gold teeth. It was fronts, it was fangs, and a lot of like, I feel like girls didn't really wear that back then. It was guys, and I loved them. Like I liked them. I thought that they looked good. And most people, but I thought that they looked good. Okay. And not so much anymore, in my opinion. I do like, I don't know, if we're talking about like fronts or whatever, I do like it. Like I've seen some, I guess they call them grills now. We used to call them fronts or fangs. It just depended on like if they had the fangs or if they were just like the front of the teeth or whatever. I guess now they call them grills. I guess they called them grills back then, but we called them fronts. I don't know. What did you guys, if you guys remember this trend from the 90s, let me know, like, what did you call them where you're from? So I guess now everybody calls them grills, but I don't know if we call them grills, actually. I don't know when that term actually started. So anyway, that's a total tangent, but I have seen a bunch of creators like getting them, like girls specifically, and I actually think that they're very cute, but I'm really talking about like tooth gems. So the first time I saw, I want to say somebody wearing tooth gems was when I think it was a few years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe 5 years ago. And it was a girl that was doing my lashes and she had one and I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute, but I didn't think too much of it. And then now it's like a thing, obviously, online. I see it in a lot of different places. I am torn on this trend. I do think that I actually like it. However, depending on what color you get and how many you get, it can look like you have, like if you get a dark jewel, it looks like you have a hole in your tooth. It looks like a cavity. I think that tooth gems are super cute, but I think that they need to be clear. Like I think they need to be like diamond color. They need to be a clear white stone. And then it looks cute because then it's like you smile and it's like maybe a little bit of sparkle or whatever. But I've seen people like I'm torn on this. I do think that I just actually like this trend. I actually think it's cute. I like sparkles wherever we can put them. I do think that it really just depends on how it's executed. And the reason I thought about this actually was because a few weeks ago, there was a pop-up at a vintage market that I like to go to on Sundays when it's not too hot. And they had a stand or like whatever, like a table that was doing tattoos and tooth jewels for the Labubus. And so I didn't show up. It was too hot. I didn't want to get, I wanted to go, but I didn't end up going. But I saw pictures and it was like packed. And so I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, so like tooth gems have become like, I guess like, yeah, they're like sort of, I guess they're a trend. They're mainstream. I don't know what they are right now, but anyway, I do like it. I do like that little flash of like sparkle, but yeah, it has to be a clear color or whatever. Anyway, I would like to know what you guys think. Next one is Mary Jane's. So I think that we know that Mary Jane's have been a trend for a few years now. I'm actually wondering like when they are going to like be out of style at this point. I feel like we just keep going with this trend. I want to say, I guess Aliyah was maybe the first. Okay, so first of all, we know that Mary Jane's are a classic style, but typically they've been a classic style for like little girls, not so much for grown adults. And I think that they are a juvenile shoe, but I do love them. Like the minute I saw the Aliyahs, I absolutely loved them. Am I getting a little bit sick of them? Yes. Do I think it's a chronically online situation or do I actually love them? I think I actually love them. I think that, for me, I feel like when I'm leaning towards more of like a chronically online determination, I guess it is probably because I really did not like the trend at first and it like over time, it was just like beat into my head so much that I ended up being like, okay, now I like it. Okay, I understand it now. So I don't think Mary Jane's fall into that category. I do like them. I've always liked them. However, I wasn't drawn, like that's a hard one, actually. I'm going to say that they are actually cute and I like them. And I think I would say that. I guess I'm just going to go with that answer. Because I can make this complicated because I always, like my brain goes and I make everything a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. I would say that I actually like this trend. I think that, and the reason being is that I no longer wear heels, more or less. Like I rarely wear heels. Everything is flats now. And I think Mary Jane's are cute because if you don't wear heels, they make the average flat like maybe a little more dressy or a little more appropriate for like certain like going certain places. Like if you're going out to dinner and it's a little bit dressy or you're going somewhere that's a little bit dressy, you can wear a Mary Jane and maybe it like spruces up your outfit a little bit. I do think it lends like it's very youthful silhouette on a shoe and I like youthful, so that's good. But yeah, I think that they're classic at this point. I think at some point, yeah, they'll probably get a little bit dated for the moment because even though they're in style and they've been in style for a few years, I mean, it's probably going to go like this, but Mary Janes are always going to be a shoe that will always be back in style. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I actually like this. I like them with the crystals on them. I like them. I have a pair with like a net pair. And I had the Alaya pair that I returned because it just didn't make sense to keep them when Amazon has a million dupes. Sorry, not sorry, but like $1,200 for a pair of shoes that are duped on Amazon like really well doesn't make any sense to me anymore. And yeah, okay. So I'm sticking with that. I actually like them. Okay, next one is tiny bags. Okay. I will say that I never, ever liked tiny bags. I think that they're pointless. I do. I think I am okay with small bags now. Like I never liked small bags before because I didn't think that they were like they looked good on my body shape, right? Like I think that a small, like too small of a bag will make the person wearing it look larger, I guess. I don't know. Also, if it's not functional, kind of like what's the point? I'm good with a small bag as like a bag charm, or like, for example, if you're going to wear like if you're going to use it as like a belt and with like a little bag hanging off the belt or something like that. I think that's cute. I think it's cute as a charm, like for your bag. If you're going to, you know, like if I had I sold it, but I had the like Fendi mini baguette charm in the purple sequin. And I thought that was cute on a regular Fendi baguette hanging off. Like it was cute. It was like mama and baby, right? But I don't think that I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm not into a small bag worn as a bag. I'm okay with a small bag, like if you use it, for example, like if you have like a mini pochette or something like that, and you use it, like you throw your keys in it, your little, I don't know, like I had one, I would throw my keys in it, my cards in it, and it was just like, if I was running to like the store or something like that, I would just bring that. So I didn't have to bring a whole bag and all of that stuff. But when you're really using this tiny bag as like a bag, like a real bag in your outfit, I just think it kind of looks, I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And while I'm all for like fun fashion, it's just not my thing at all. So this is how I would say that this one, I personally think it is a chronically online situation, because I know that the amount of people that like tiny bags can't possibly think that they are like useful or convenient, or like they just kind of serve no purpose. And I think that we've gotten to the point where people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars on these tiny bags that literally fit nothing but like 2 credit cards, and like that's it. Like not even your key fob, not even your house keys, like none of that. Definitely not your phone. So because I'm talking about like mini bags, right? So yeah, I personally think that most of the people who have fallen into that, like to, I don't know, to liking that, like have fallen down the like mini bag rabbit hole and like started to think that they look good, most likely you are just chronically online. That's my opinion. And yeah, I'm not a fan. Next one I would say is fanny packs worn crossbody. Okay, so I love fanny packs so much. And I call them fanny packs. I mean, belt bags, bum bags, whatever you want to call them, right? I grew up calling them fanny packs. I've always loved them. I've always loved to be like hands-free, but I always love bags. So, you know, wearing it around your waist, it's, you know, I love it. I have many. I've had many. I've sold a bunch. I've bought a bunch back. I love a good belt bag. I like it personally. I like it worn as a belt bag. Have I worn it crossbody? Yes. However, prior to this trend of wearing the bags crossbody, it took me a while to actually like it. Like at first I was like, I don't like this trend at all. Like I'm already like, I have a big chest anyway. So to add more volume up here, I just thought it didn't look good. Over time, I have a few bags now that I would say one mainly that I tend to wear crossbody versus around my waist. I still like it around the waist better, but I have kind of developed, like there are certain ones that I agree, it kind of looks better crossbody than it does on the waist, right? However, I definitely think for me, that was something that like only I changed my decision on that because I am chronically online. That's what I think. I think that at first and for a long time, for like years, because when did belt bags come back out? I want to say like 2017, give or take, right? 2017. I want to say 2017. That was when I believe the Louis Vuitton released their first version of the bum bag. And I think that obviously people were wearing that because I believe, right, that Kylie Jenner was wearing either the super vintage or the knockoff Louis Vuitton bum bag. And then Louis Vuitton, because it got so much attention and people wanted it and were interested in it, she was wearing it crossbody, and then Louis Vuitton came out with their own, and the rest is history. Well, yeah, I hated that crossbody situation for a very long time. And like I said, now it is kind of grown on me, but I still like it. I still like the waist version, but I want to say that I would just say that it's because I'm chronically online for sure. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about your thoughts and if you think that like this looks cuter than wearing it as it was intended originally as an actual belt bag. But I don't know. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. I know that like my daughter, for example, she has some belt bags and she wears them crossbody, and she never wears them around her waist. And I think that like this new generation, maybe like the minute that belt bags came back in style, immediately they're all wearing it, obviously the way like, you know, that online is showing them to wear it. So that's the only way that they really know to wear it. And maybe it's like old and like out of style to wear it around your waist. I don't really know. But anyway, for me, definitely it is chronically online that has made me kind of be like, oh, it is kind of cute crossbody. That's what I think. Because otherwise, I don't think if I hadn't seen it a million times and had it like pounded in my head, and just kind of like saw it everywhere that people were wearing it crossbody, I really don't think that I would have ever decided that I liked it that way, you know, because I honestly don't really like sling bags. Like I was never really into like the sling bag style anyway, because Louis Vuitton makes a lot of like men's sling bag versions, and it was never really my thing. So yeah. Okay. Next, I would say tabbies. So tell me what you guys think. I'm talking about the Margiela tabbies. Okay, I'm torn on these. So when like years ago, I want to say like 09, 10, 11, 12. I don't even remember it might have even been before that. Anyway, I used to wear the Nike, what was it called? Oh my God, I'll put it on the screen. I literally the Rifts. Okay, the Nike Rifts. I love that shoe. Funny enough, they're like the Nikes that have the hoof split toe, right? And they're in a Mary Jane design. So anyway, when my kids were younger and I was like always in the park with them, things like that, I had a few pairs and I wore a pair of Nike Rifts every day for years and years and years. I loved them. Number one, I don't like socks. I don't really wear socks, honestly, unless I'm like rollerblading or something. I don't really wear socks. So for me, they were perfect. I didn't wear socks with them. They looked because like you see your like foot through the little Mary Jane hole. Like I thought it was like a fancier sneaker. I just loved them. Okay. And so those to me are very much like the tabbies. Now, I don't know the whole history of the tabbies, but the minute I saw them, I hated them. I think that they're very hoof-like. I think the difference for me is that in a casual sneaker, they're kind of quirky and fun, but in a like leather style shoe, they look more like animal hoofs. I don't know what the difference is for me because I love a rift, but I don't like a tabby. However, over the last, I would say like 6 months or so, I have started to find myself being like, well, maybe I would wear a tabby. Now, okay, our tastes change as we get older. Yes, I know that. But a tabby is so not my style. Like I don't think I'm chic. Like, I don't think I am like your normal, like, fashion girl. I'm not chic. I'm not like avant-garde, none of that stuff. I'm like sparkles and like, I don't like rhinestones and I don't know, like fun colors or whatever. I'm not really your I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean. But over time, these shoes that I know that I have nowhere to wear them, and I know that I probably would never wear them, have been growing on me to the point where I'm like, well, maybe I'll wear them and maybe I'll find a pair and I'm like looking around and whatever. I think 100% for me, the tabbies are only cute because I'm chronically online. They're only cute because I've seen certain people wear them and I'm like, oh, well, maybe they are cute. Maybe they aren't so hideous. I don't know. But yeah, so I think for me, the tabby has grown on me. And if I was not chronically online, constantly looking at this item, these pair of shoes, I would probably still think they were absolutely hideous. But for some reason, I do not anymore. I actually kind of like them. I don't know. Okay. Last, but I think certainly not least, and I think that we're all on the same page with this trend, is the Labubus. I would say all bag charms, but I personally have always loved bag charms. So I'm going to say Labubus because I have told you guys that I was not a fan. I didn't like their faces. I didn't think they were cute. We've had this conversation before because I unboxed some crybabies months ago and I was like, I like these much better. I'm not a fan of the Labubu. I have been swayed, guys. I have been swayed. I have been swayed. I think the part of the whole allure of the Labubu is the way that you go about getting it. And I understand that we all like that hit of dopamine and it just is like exciting and fun. And it's like this adventure to go like line up or however you're obtaining these Labubus, right? It's like winning the lottery. And that really is, I think, the main part of why we like these things versus actually liking them. However, over the months, over like the last year of staring at these damn Labubus, seeing them everywhere, usually that kind of turns me off to things where I'm like, ugh, I see it coming and going and I don't like it anymore. I really don't know what it is. Maybe it's the clothing. Maybe it is the, guys, I really don't know, but I have been swayed to the dark side and I am now kind of a Labubu fan. I really kind of am. And that actually segues me. So I think, first of all, I think that the Labubu situation is 100% chronically online. Absolutely 100%. There is no world in which I would have not thought that these things were cute and completely changed my thoughts on them without being inundated with videos and pictures of the damn Labubus every freaking day. Now, I know a lot of people don't like them. I know, and I know a lot of people do like them, right? Sorry, I have like the hiccups. I know a lot of people don't like them, and I know a lot of people do like them. I would say that honestly, we're all probably chronically online, and that is why any of us that like them have jumped on this train. And I think even further, like if we're going to delve into bag charms, I personally have always loved bag charms. I like fancy bag charms. I used to have a ton of like old school Louis Vuitton charms. I like stuffed animal charms. Like I had a bunch of like, what is it? The Squishables or something. I don't know. It's a store in the mall or whatever. I have a bunch of those stuffed animal charms. I've always liked charms. I've gone through phases of using them and not using them. And I was probably like, I was ready to jump on this train the minute that these like big charms came back in style. I love it. I don't think it's going anywhere soon, just because like Louis Vuitton and like all these big houses are coming out with stuffed animal charms. So I don't think it's going anywhere soon, but I do think probably for most people, I would assume that the stuffed animal, like the big, loud stuffed animal charms, not just the Labubus, are a chronically online situation. I believe so. I think that if we weren't just like fed this Labubu like content all day long, every day, I think that we'd be like, oh, that like it wouldn't have landed. It wouldn't have landed the same way if we weren't watching it all day, every day, right? So yeah, that's what I think. And that actually segues me into my giveaway. Now, I'm going to show you what I have here. I'm not going to open anything. This will be in the next video, actually. But I have secured so many. First of all, let me show you my new one on my bag. I just got the Cherries Crybabies. Okay, so I did say I like Crybabies, and I wanted one for my Cherries bag, and I finally got my hands on the cherries from Pop Mart. So yay. So I was able to secure that. But beyond that, guys, I was able to secure quite, some of them are open, some of them are not. I'm going to show you right now what I have here, because I have many. Okay. So, sorry. So I have a Coca-Cola one. All of these are direct from Pop Mart. I think I have 3 closed have a seats. Let's see. Yeah, 3 closed ones. And these are open, but these are, I got 2 of the big Into Energy, and I got the Checkmate. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7. Okay. So that being said, next video we'll open them and all that stuff, just because I think it's fun. But we also are going to have a giveaway. So I am very close, guys, to, and I'll go over this again. I'm just, because who knows who's left now. We're at 33 minutes. I am very close to 3,000 subscribers, and it is my goal to get there ASAP. So I figured let's do a giveaway and try to kind of ramp up the subscriber count. So that being said, I'm not sure the details yet. I will let you guys know in the next video, and I will also do a post about it and put it up. But I am giving away 2 or 3, I'm not sure yet, we're going to figure it out, of the blind, either the blind boxes or the open. We're gonna open them all, so it will be a it won't be a blind box, it'll be open. But we are going to give away 3 of the Labubus, or like I said, 2 or 3 of the Labubus to 2 people or 3 people picked randomly, of course. And there's going to be some stipulations, obviously, to the rules, and I will give you guys all of that in the next video. I'm excited to like just kind of go over it all with you and pick some winners. And once we get to 3,000, there will be a draw, and we will pick the winners, and I will ship them off to you guys. So if you have made it this far, I truly appreciate you. Please let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What trends stick out to you as like, okay, are these really things that I love, or am I just online all the time? I would love to know your thoughts. And I would love to know your thoughts on the ones that I discussed. I would love to know your thoughts on your own that you're thinking of. What comes to mind when you think of this topic? And other than that, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. So if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would totally appreciate it. Other than that, if you have not already liked this video, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. It helps my channel a ton. And last but not least, if you are not done with me yet, I'm going to leave a video right over here in case you want to continue watching. All right, guys. Thank you, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.